Hello friends of the French Foreign Legion. As you can see today, everything is about Africa. So, when my company came back from Mont Louis in spring 1988, me and our man has been projected immediately to Africa, in the cradle of humanity. I'm talking about the Central African Republic. So, you can see the map to my left. This is Central Africa. In the north, we have Chad. In the east, we have Sudan. In the south, Zaire and Congo, and in the west we have Cameroon. So, two airplanes, Kotam airplanes, landed in a dark night in Bangui. It's the capital of Central Africa. It's here on the Bangui River. And it was the first time in my life I touched with my feet the African continent. And when I look above to the sky, I could see gleam the Southern Cross. Amazing. Then my company took two airplanes, type Transal C-160, and we headed north to Bouar. Bouar is a small city at the border to Cameroon, here. This place. And this is where today's story started. So our built-up area was Camp-les-Clairs. And the Legion's place has been somewhere a little bit apart, because French Foreign Legion and being a little bit apart, this is very good. I recommend this. And each platoon, and within each platoon, each group had cottages. And every single cottage has been guarded by a so-called guardie. A guardie was an old man, grey-haired man, dark-skinned African. And he was armed with an arrow, with bow and arrow. And if I saw my guardie for the first time, I couldn't believe that he could guard in a correct manner my cottage. And I asked him, how can you guard with your ridiculous bow and arrow this cottage for me and my men? And then he looked at me and smiled, and he took his bow, he put the arrow on the bowstring, he aimed in my direction and let the arrow flow. And the arrow flies and flies and flies, and he hit a tree behind me, 25-30 meters away from me, and all happened in about 1 second. And when I went to the tree, and I wanted to pull out the arrow, it was impossible. Because the arrowhead was planted so deeply in the wood, it was impossible to pull him out. And believe me, each single arrow of this kind could penetrate a human core like this. And he was looking at me, the old guardie, and he was laughing, and he was telling me, "Welcome to Africa."